Sand Sharks. A movie about sand sharks. And a guy who wants to throw a party on a beach and apparently doesn't give a fuck if people die. Sand Sharks is basically an overextended rated R Goosebumps episode. Shitty acting, shitty direction, shitty writing, shitty everything. So it basically starts off, people getting killed in the sand by sharks. Oh, also apparently Edgar Allan Poe IV is in it as one of the worst actors in the whole fucking movie. And yes, he really is a descendant of Edgar Allan Poe. That's probably the only good thing I can say about this movie. And it's not even about the movie, it's a fucking fact. So yeah, this little douchebag apparently just wants to throw a party on the beach to help it or whatever, and stops at nothing to make it happen, even though sand shark attacks are happening right in front of him. And I didn't count how many times I said the word bite as a fucking pun, or shark, or dead, or something like that, not relating to the shark at all. Fuck, what was the one? Oh yeah, it was, "Eat this, you sand of a bitch." That's like, that line is basically an explanation of the tone of the entire film. Oh, so when people die, apparently the first thing to do is make puns and then kind of shake it off. Like, oh, my dad just died. Fuck. And then break down 10 minutes later when it's like a scene 2 days later. And then somebody comes in and you're just totally fucking fine. That's how shitty the acting is and the writing. I don't even know how to explain. These actors are clearly just people that fucking whoever was in charge of casting picked up on the fucking street. Everybody in this movie seems like they just happen to be people that were at the same campground as the fucking director and shit. And they're just like, hey, you guys want to make like $50 real quick? And then that's how fucking Sand Sharks was made. Oh, also, they make a bunch of like B-movie references and they're not even like subtle about it. They straight up say like movie names and directors and shit like that, and like related to shark B-movies. And it's fucking stupid. Like, I'm honestly trying to find good things to say about it because I want to have a little bit of good, a little bit of bad, and it's just nothing is coming up. I guess if you have a few friends together and you watch a really shitty movie and get drunk, like this would be a good one. Whenever a pun is said, take a shot. Well, by the end of the movie you'll basically be dead, so like maybe a sip of beer or something. That's the only fucking good fucking thing I can say about it. What else is there? There's not much to this movie except for some douchebag kid, but he's like fucking 36 or some shit, wants to throw a party on a beach, and then dad's like, oh no, and then all of a sudden dad's like, oh yeah dude, bro, I'm totally down with it, and then he just completely switches attitude. Like, it's not believable at all. And like, nobody that goes to watch a movie called Sand Sharks is expecting this believability or anything about it to be fucking good. Also, there's no tension built up at all. All the deaths are expected because it's like you're over here and then you step in the beach and you fuck around for a little bit, and then all of a sudden a full-size shark jumps out of the straight out of the middle of the sand and eats a bitch. And I do want to talk about the end, but I don't want to spoil anything for anybody. So I think that the best thing I can say is to watch this movie and watch the way they take care of the sharks, because it's the dumbest fucking thing you could possibly not even think of. Also, going back to the whole obvious death thing, there are points where they're just talking and they're backing up toward the sand, and it's like, dude, we know what the fuck's gonna happen. And then the one specific one, he was just like, and I'm gonna draw a line in the sand. And as soon as he swipes, the fucking shark eats him. Like, nobody didn't expect that. But anyways, they like shrug things off. Like, somebody just died next to me. They're like, oh! And then all of a sudden, it's just like relaxed. It's like, okay, cool. Party has to go on. Let's go. Fuck yeah. This party. It was supposed to be like, you know, like the biggest party ever. And like the turnout, like apparently to the guy running it was like, yeah, this is fucking amazing. There's like 15 people there. And you can clearly tell they were just paid to be there. Everybody's just dancing like... They're doing like the Spider-Man 3 dance and shit. And like nobody gives a fuck when this one person gets like eaten by a shark. Like actually, she gets eaten by a sand shark and everybody cheers. And then like 30 seconds later, somebody else gets eaten by a sand shark and they all fucking scream and run away. In the end, this movie was complete shit. So I think that I might give this movie like a solid 2.8. Only because it's one of those movies that would be extremely enjoyable around like 5 other people with a shit ton of alcohol. Other than that, like, I don't recommend watching this movie except for maybe as a conversation topic, because that's basically what... Thank you guys so much, and if you like this video, make sure to like it and subscribe if you want more bullshit like this. Let me know down below what the worst shark movie you've ever watched is, and I will see you guys next time.